Are you afraid that artificial intelligence is going to ultimately replace you? I've heard this notion out there, and among my colleagues, there are strong fears within the IT industry and every industry for that matter, because nowadays technology has permeated pretty much every industry, right? Show me a workplace where you don't see computers and technology around. I can't think of anything, to be honest with you, right? So yeah, this fear is out there, and it's driven by the fact that the technological advancements are happening so fast that people just cannot catch up with it. And then it leads to this feeling that you need to be constantly kind of, insuring against a possibility that you could be laid off. And then you obviously then need to learn something new in order to do that. So you are taking on night classes or online courses, and you are doing tons of certifications probably in order to have that backup plan in case your industry completely gets revamped within a few years and then you need to look for a job elsewhere. But where are you going to look for it? Because they say that the future is so unknown and hard to predict that the jobs that are coming online in 10 or 15 years, like most of them, we don't even know what they are. It's hard to envisage and predict the world in 15 or 20 years. you know so yeah, all of that might make you feel super anxious, and then you are trying to work extra hours to earn your promotions, because the logic is that the better you are at work, then less likely you are gonna be laid off, probably. All those sort of things, right? And then that leads to stress and anxiety, and you feel like an imposter, and then you might even burn out. So is that a good place to be? Well, one way to go about it would be to try and understand why your brain thinks that way. And then you could go into all these psychological paradoxes. For example, affect heuristic describes the whole process of people making decisions based out of emotions instead of hard facts. And then you could look at the hard facts and the history. And then when looking back in the history, you could always find similar examples where technological breakthroughs led to a lot of people freaking out, and they were all afraid for their future. And sometimes it was, you could say, a founded fear, because there have been instances in the history where people have lost their jobs, and it has been tough, right? But let me ask you this. Is that a good place to be? Do you want to live with that fear, with that constant fear that you're gonna lose something, which in turn makes you make all of these decisions that are eventually driving you straight into a burnout? Do you like the whole situation, the whole scenario, the whole setup? I don't think you do. And guess what? I was feeling the exact same way. And now, having done 4 months of therapy, I feel completely different. I feel at ease, peace. That's all there is. I'm feeling easy, light, peaceful. I've dealt with those emotions inside of me. It all starts from within. It's within. It's how you feel that determines how you're going to act, what decisions you're going to make in life. It's all about your inner feelings, And therapy, if done right and in an effective manner, can do wonders. And it's already done pretty much, I would say, a miracle in my life. If I compare myself now versus my past self 4-5 months ago, the change is incredible. I'm so much more at ease, and I feel my self-worth, my value has gone up drastically, big time. I no longer have the the need to prove myself to others constantly, and I don't burn out. Yes, sometimes I need to work a bit of extra, that's expected, but there's a big difference. There's a big difference, and the difference is within the emotions. You can sometimes work long hours and not be burnt out because you are not feeling as if you are, someone lesser than, Ultimately, you have to reach the state where you feel like you are your own boss, no matter who you are, no matter what position you're in, regardless of the fact that you have an actual boss that you are accountable for yourself. You are the boss. And if you have that kind of a, emotion inside of you, which can be developed, and currently I'm on the way of, becoming fully my own boss. It's not an easy path. I have to do a lot of therapy sessions and regularly, and it's tough, and sometimes it's so tough that you feel as if, you are ready to throw the towel in and give up, but ultimately the development, is such that you are just changing your life. You just feel it. You just know it. You know it with your guts, because that's where your feelings and emotions reside, in your body. Your body doesn't forget anything, and all of the emotions that you are feeling right now have been already felt and experienced at some point in your life. So the whole point of the therapy is to cleanse your body of these blockages, these bad emotions, and these programs that make you act a certain way, which is actually against your best interests. So if you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments. Thank you.